Well, George, we saw some tries tonight, but was it a case that you couldn't get your superpower into play to really grab a hold of that game?
Yeah, I don't think we're accurate enough at set piece, to be honest with you. You know, it's obviously been a superpower, like you say, for us, and that area, ironically, we couldn't get going, and I think that's my responsibility. I coach that, so I've got to make sure that's on point, and I thought Bristol did a great job of scuppering it, and we probably didn't have the solutions. But as I say, look, that's on me, that's my plan, and that didn't quite come off tonight.
Didn't quite come off, but the first 10 minutes, Bristol really fired into it. From our point of view, seemed to check your ball carriers on the gain line, and they had really quick ruck ball. 17-point lead, but then you seem to overcome that. You seem to slow the ball down for them, get your hands on it, and then support play and your three-quarter play. It's sensational at times.
Yeah, I think the first 10 minutes we got caught, we got outdone physically. You know, they really brought a high level of physicality there, and I think you know, it's again, that's unusual for us, but I think we were caught not napping, but you know, they came out with a serious bite, and before we knew it, it was 17-0. But it wasn't panic stations. I wasn't panicked. The boys weren't panicked. You know, the messages were clear and worked their way back into the game. But you know, if you butcher or let's say I thought they did a good job, to be honest with you. If you get scuppered at your opportunities and you don't get the ball out and your maul gets turned over, then you're going to be in trouble, and it's a hard fight from there. But the boys fought their way back in, and let's say with a couple of minutes to go, they fought their way back into a winning position. But Bristol looked back to their best today, I thought, and threw it wide and win the game.
Interesting, a question to ask. You've given us a bit of an insight there, because if you've just bought a ticket and wandered into this game, that was tremendous. That was a great spectacle to watch. But as the director of rugby, watching the side come back into the game, what on earth was going through your mind in those closing stages?
Yeah, well, I think once we scored that try at the end and we're a couple of points ahead, I'm thinking they're going to throw the kitchen sink at this, because they've been doing it all game. I'm thinking this is going to go wide to wide, and we're going to have to be on our mettle. And the boys did a great job of stopping them all, which we didn't do in the first half. And then, like I say, Bristol are a quality team, and they might not have had the season they wanted, but we knew if they turned up today, they could damage us. And unfortunately, like I say, it's not so much what happened at the end for me. It was more throughout the game. Like I say, set piece, which is completely on me.
Not a time to rest now. It's going to be a busy period, isn't it, the next couple of weeks?
No, it's quick fire. We've got a game Wednesday, and we've got a game Saturday, and then we've got a game Friday. So yeah, it's pretty relentless for the next month or so. But yeah, I mean, that's obviously it's a wound, shall we say? But we've got to lick that wound and move on quickly. So we will do that. We'll have a weekend off and then get ready for Monday.
George, thanks for your time.
Thanks a lot.